Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about in particular this app which I found for electric vehicles, which is particularly useful. It's called Plugshare. Um, I quite like this app because it does a few things that like the CYC, the Charge Your Car app, doesn't. Um, Things that are actually really helpful. Like for example, taking photographs, like user uploaded photographs of the actual station in question, so you can actually see, like if you're on the ground and you've navigated to that station, where exactly it is. Having a photo can be really helpful. My first day, for example, of owning the Nissan Leaf, I went to this charger here. It's actually in a place called Garth D, Bridge of D, Garth D. Um, it's in the Asda car park, and I actually was sort of there. It was quite late at night, but anyway, basically it was dark, and I couldn't find it for a lot of money, basically. However, if I'd have had this app at the time, it would have helped drastically. So I'm going to use this one as an example, first of all. Um, so, if you go to information on it, it will then give you all sorts of information about it. It will of course give you the address, but also people can fill out like which types of chargers are available there. Like this one has the Quick Charge Cademo and the Menikes Type 2 chargers. Um, so it's got the full address, it's got a description, it tells you which card is required usually as well. I've not come across any yet that are not filled out, so I think that's really handy. But it's got quite a good sort of a user base as well. Um, for example, this was my comment here, the Nissan Leaf. So it gives you a date when the comment was posted saying successfully charged or couldn't actually get it to charge or whatever. So people are adding information about it all the time on there. They are actually quite a good community so far. The other thing was, like I was saying, the photos. Now this is what I really could have done with, because had I seen this photo before I went there, I would have found it pretty much immediately. You can also do check-in. So when you check in, you can say charging now, and you can say or successfully charged, and you can also do like parked here for a certain number of hours, or you can also leave tips for other drivers, like is the station hard to find or whatever like that. So then you can fill out all that information and hit post if you like. You can also upload new photos to assist other people. You can bookmark it to your favorites. For that, you do actually need to sign up or log in to the app, but I would recommend that generally, because you can then have things like it will limit out certain stations. So if I show you up here, if I zoom out to a larger area, it's saying that it's showing 9 stations, 2 stations are filtered out, and that's because I've selected that my make and model is the Nissan Leaf, and it knows what kind of chargers available will work for my car. So just another thing that I should have pointed out earlier probably was that these green icons are for the either slow or fast chargers, whereas the orange icon represents like a rapid charger that's available. Like I said though, it does show exactly what connections are available pretty much for all of them. Like I said, I haven't come across one just yet that didn't work. Yeah, so that's a really handy app, I think. It has some of the benefits that CYC app doesn't have. However, I do use it in conjunction with the CYC, the Charge Car application, mainly because with this one you can actually click and check the live status. Now, although with the other one you can say that you are checked into it and you are using it, although you can do that, this one does go and check the socket's actual availability. So even if someone without that app goes and uses it, you can always just go and use this app real quick and just say, oh, this one's in use or this one is not in use. Now that's taken particularly long actually. I've never had it take that long to check the status of a charger, but that's okay. So it does require really a bit of planning So actually, for example, that one's no longer available. Now actually that means that it's not available to the system, which doesn't mean that someone else is charging on it. It just means that it's actually gone offline. So that's a bad example, but there is some other ones in here. So the Charge Your Car app is actually pretty good as well, and it'd be ideal if Plugshare had that feature to check the live updates, but I suspect it won't ever because it's the Charge Your Car. It's actually their stations, or they run it or something. So I think that's why they've got access to that. But anyway, if you have any questions, please feel to post in the comments, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Thank you.